Hey everyone, I'm Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch and crafting. Today is Tuesday, February 20th or 21st, one of the two, 2024. This is video number 120. Welcome back everybody, and a big hello to my new subscribers. I do YouTube videos about cross stitching and crafting. Today's video is only going to be about cross stitching. I'm going to talk about some cross stitch news. I'm going to talk about some things that I've been working on, and I'll talk a little bit about the retreat that I just got back from. I had a blast. Let's talk about first what's been happening. Everything's going great here. I'm located in Southern California. It is dumping rain today, and I've been out in it. So today, hair-wise, it's a little fuzzy. But I did just get back from an appointment. I have been so busy. I wanted to get back to you earlier and send you guys a Flosstube video or a YouTube video much earlier, but I have just been bombarded with orthopedic appointments, and my shepherd's going through physical therapy twice a week. My husband's had some appointments, so we have just been going from appointment to appointment. It has been so busy, but I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to see you guys. And like I said, a big hello to new subscribers, and I hope you enjoy today's video. I do like to talk about crochet, cross stitch, English paper peen, I said peen. I'm not cutting that out because that's great. Peen. English paper piecing, anything with yarn or thread is what I love. So today's going to be primarily cross stitching. And let's talk about the retreat. So I just got back. My husband went with me this time. He's never been to, I take that back. He's been to a retreat in the UK that I went to in September. He had a great time. So I asked him, hey, do you want to go with me? This time it was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And because it's a golf capital of the world, he was so excited to go. So he said, yes, I want to go. And everything worked out great. We had beautiful weather. We had perfect flights up and back. We had the best time. I'm going to show pictures while I'm talking. And then I'm going to show you pictures of some of the models that people brought, or finished projects that people brought that were cross stitch. It was just so much fun. And if I didn't already say, this retreat that I went to was cross stitch. So everybody there was working on cross stitching projects, and it was sponsored and hosted by Barefoot Needleart in Surfside in South Carolina. If you ever get the chance to go, they are just an awesome shop. This is the second time now that I've been, and I'm happy to say I did get into the October retreat. So I will be back in South Carolina to attend the Barefoot Needleart retreat in October. I also got into the Queen City Stitch, so I'm going to be in North and South Carolina pretty much the whole month. We're both very excited. We're going to bring our German Shepherds with us, and it's going to be a really great trip. Anyway, Barefoot Needleart's in Surfside Beach. They have an online store. They have a actual brick and mortar shop that if you're in the area, you just have to go to. Amy and Memory are wonderful. They have very fast shipping. And what's nice is you can email them something you've got your eye on. Maybe you haven't had very good luck finding it. Send them an email. I did just the other day. I sent them an email for a primitive hair chart called Scrooge. For some reason, I just didn't see it, or I wasn't having luck or something. I don't remember. But I asked them, I said, hey, by any chance, do you guys have this? And they said, we're going to actually see the designer coming up in March. We will message her and have her bring the chart with her. Seriously, what amazing service. They are wonderful people, not to mention amazing service. They also do hand-dyed fabric, and the shop is amazing though. It's just a fantastic shop with lots to see and lots to buy. So anyway, I was there the first weekend of February, and we had sunny weather. It was chilly, my kind of weather. I love chillier, colder weather. But we had no problems flight-wise. My husband had a great time. He got to golf, and he can't wait to go again. He's looking forward to the retreats in October. So anyway, who did we see there? I did get to see my very, very dear friends, Michelle McGraw. She has a YouTube channel made by Michelle McGraw. Very, very close friend. Beth is another very close friend. She is the Red Cross Stitcher on YouTube. Check her out. She also does quilting and sewing along with cross stitch. And they were both at our table. We had wonderful people at our table, just such good friends we got to see from previous retreats, along with a new friend, Margaret, that I really enjoyed meeting as well. So who else did we get to see there? We got to see some other YouTubers, Beth, the Steadfast Stitcher, check her channel out. Criminally Creative, it's Susan. She was there. It was such a pleasure to meet you, Susan. We also got to meet So, S-E-W, So What Stitcher, Kyliegh, it was so fun meeting her as well. Other YouTubers we got to meet, Stitchy Linda. It is always fun meeting Stitchy Linda. She does a YouTube channel with Chrissy, finally a farm girl, and Stitchy Linda. Everybody also has Instagram accounts as well, so check them out. And Olivia, the Southern Yankee Stitcher. And I hope I didn't miss anybody's YouTube channel. I wanted to make sure and mention because they put a lot of effort out in their videos as well, and they are so much fun to watch. So check out Olivia, the Southern Yankee Stitcher. I got to see her again. I had met her before. So much fun. It's very important to be on a wait list. If you see a retreat that you are looking to get into, but it's full, make sure and put your name on the wait list, because Olivia actually got in being on the wait list at the last minute. She was able to go. So very, very fun. And I'm glad that she had her name on a wait list. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Barefoot Needleart, the shop, is also on Instagram and Facebook. They do have a group. I'll show you a picture here on Facebook. Lots of fun. They announce retreat information. They announce different things that they may do. I think they are planning a cruise coming up. It's not a working cruise. It's more for stitchers to come and just go and have some fun. I believe it's down in the Bahamas, so it's like a 3 or 4 day maybe. I'm not sure about that, but they have planned fun things. I encourage you to join their group, the Barefoot Needleart Facebook group, because they do bring a lot of information as far as upcoming events, upcoming charts, what's in stock, and they're very informative. Lots of people always ask me, how do you hear about these cruises? How do you hear about retreats? It's places like their Facebook groups and Instagrams that you should follow. Market. You guys have probably seen a lot of, if you're on social media with Facebook and Instagram, you've seen a lot of new charts being advertised. It's that time of year again. It is Needlework Marketplace, or Nashville Marketplace. That is a wholesale event for shops, online shops, brick and mortar shops, designers, fabric dyers, for everybody to get together wholesale and introduce new things. And we get to see the sneak peeks. We get to see the charts coming out. And it's a great way to support your local needlework shop. So that's coming in March. All these brand new charts that you've been seeing online are coming and will be available real soon. Some of them I've seen are actually starting to become available. Maybe some early releases, but for the most part, the shops won't get them until March. Now, I have not had the market. I just haven't had the time to make a video with all of the market new releases. However, I happen to be watching. If you're interested to see what's coming out, what new fabric is coming, what new thread colors, and what new charts are coming out by what designers, I really want to encourage you to check out Garon Stitchery. I'm going to show their YouTube channel here. Gary and Ronnie did a phenomenal job of listing all the new charts coming out and the new fabrics and stuff. Start with, I talked to Gary the other day, I think it was Gary. Check out video 80. That's where he starts showing. So if you're interested and you just haven't been online very much, and you're thinking, gosh, I'd really like to see what, order. I mean, we're talking one chart after the next, after the next. He did a really good job putting it together. Check out Garon Stitchery, starting with video number 80, then go to 81, 82, and the last one is going to be 83, which comes out this Friday. They did a really good job of putting together photos for us to see, just be able to watch a video and boom, 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 boom. It shows all the new releases coming out. So again, Garon Stitchery, and I'm going to link their channel down below. So going back and talking about Barefoot Needleart, again, they are having another retreat in October. and I believe it's closed. I'm not sure about that. There could, I thought they said it was closed, but there's a wait list. So again, Olivia got in at the last minute. So put your name on it. If you're interested in going to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in October, I believe it's the first weekend, maybe around there. It'll show on their website. They do have a website as well as the brick and mortar shop. So check it out, go online and put yourself on a wait list, give them a call, and maybe you can come too. You never know. They are fun, absolutely a blast. And again, like I've mentioned in previous videos, don't ever be afraid of going alone, because you're going to come home with new friends and you're going to find people to go to lunch with, and or tables to sit at. It's just a lot of fun. Speaking of Barefoot Needleart, while we were there, we were talking about a stitch along, which happens to be one of the new releases coming out at market. The stitch along is for the 4th of July Rules by Primrose Cottage. Let me show you the chart. So it's fantastic. It is so cute. I decided to join. Michelle is going to join. And there's a whole bunch of other people that are going to join. I believe it starts 4th of July. So check it out if you're interested, and join us. Join the Barefoot Needleart Facebook group, because then we can see everybody's progress and stuff. It'll be a lot of fun. So that's going to start in, I believe she said 4th of July is when it's going to start. Okay, on to other news. Let me tell you guys about a chart. Every now and then I'll see a chart. You know, I'm always looking for international things. I travel internationally. My husband and I have been all over the world, different continents. We've been all over. I enjoy stitching international. Now, I like our flag. I'm here in the US. I like our flag, of course. I'm, proud of where I live. But I love stitching the countries that I've been to. My very favorite is to stitch, I think it's Soda Stitch. I was just talking about that today with Michelle. Soda Stitch has, I believe, little girls and little boys, from Korea, Japan, Germany. I think it's Soda Stitch that I have the little ones that I want to stitch. I happened to be looking online the other day and saw one for our Canadian friends. Now, I want to stitch it because, again, I like stitching international flags. I like stitching international people, like little dolls or people. But this one blew me away. Canadian friends, check this out. Joan Elliott. It's called Canadian Beauty. I'm going to show a picture of it here. And like I said, I just love calling out international charts. Anything with international flags or people or traditional dress, or even Santa Claus. If he's a Santa Claus, maybe from a different country and has a different look or a different, maybe his outfit's a little bit different, I am all over it. That is truly some of my favorite stitching. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys that chart. It's so, you can find it online. I think 123 Stitch maybe had it, or again, you can find it online, but I wanted to shout out the Canadian Beauty by Joan Elliott. So beautiful. Joan Elliott, as you know, also has different type of fancy ladies. Red Geisha is another one that I've got my eye on. There's one that's called Edwardian Lady or Victorian Lady from a different, from the different times. I mean, just gorgeous clothes, and she's got witches. She has winter and red geisha, and she has fairies. Just beautiful charts. So check out Joan Elliott charts. Okay, changing the subject again. I happen to be watching Helen D's YouTube channel. She came up with the best idea. So, everybody's going to be buying charts because it's market. It's time for Needlework Marketplace, and that's where all the new charts come in. Helen had a great idea. Helen said, why don't we do a stitch along called Make Way for Market Stitch Along? And what that means is, if you bought something last year from market, say you bought a chart from your local needlework shop or from an online needlework shop, but you haven't had a chance to stitch it yet, and you want to buy new charts this year, why not start one and get it done from last year? Make way for the new charts. I thought that was so fun. So I typed to Helen and I told her, I think I've already had a finish. If I'm not mistaken, I have done a heart and hand finish this year or last year. So I feel like I've done one from last year's market already. To tell you the truth, I don't remember a lot of the ones that actually came from market. but anyway, it's such a great idea to make way for market, right? Make way for your new things coming in if you buy something. And so I told Helen, I'm going to go a step further. Not only do I want to start something that I've bought from last year's market, I always buy the cookbooks. And you know what? I forgot to bring the cookbooks here. If I have a picture, I'll show it here. So I have all the cookbooks. The cookbooks are full of recipes and some cross-stitch charts. Such a brilliant idea for people like me who love to bake and love to cook and love to cross-stitch. So these cookbooks, I think they're only available for a certain amount of time. I have them all. But do you think I've cooked one thing out of any of my cookbooks? So I told Helen, you know what? I'm going to take it a step further. I am going to bake or make something out of one of the cookbooks. Just for fun, just to say, you know what? And of course, I'm buying this year's market cookbook. I have to, right? It's tradition for me. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to challenge myself to make or bake something from one of the cookbooks. And I'll let you know what it is next video. Okay, speaking of Heart and Hand, so I'm pretty sure I did finish one of the, wasn't the cockatoo sampler, or cockatoo sampler? It wasn't that one. It was the red sampler. It was red, I think, that I bought from market last year. I've already got that one done. Heart and Hand, and you guys know I like talking about retreats. If I can tell you about them early enough, I like to bring that to you so that way it's something you can participate in. Let's talk about a virtual retreat. What about those who don't get the chance to travel or aren't able to travel, or maybe prefer to just have a retreat in the comfort of your own home, but still attend a fun retreat? This is cool. Heart and Hand and Bent Creek are joining together to do a virtual retreat online. Now, I did one before with Acorns and Threads up in Portland, Oregon. It was a lot of fun, something I would definitely do again, but I wanted to bring you guys attention to this because it's called the Gratitude Gathering, celebrating 5 years of friendship. And again, Heart and Hand designer along with Bent Creek. Can you guys hear that weird noise? There's a guy that's moving in. He's a really nice guy, but there's some weird like mechanical noises. So if you hear anything weird, it's not me. It's him. It sounds weird. Anyway, 5 years of friendship is the Gratitude Gathering. It's going to be an online Zoom September 21st of 2024. So plenty of time, right, between now and September. However, it is going to be open for signups on March 22nd. There's not a lot of information online yet, but just be aware, go to the heartinhand.com website to check out that virtual retreat. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. It is only one day or one session. So it says for stitchers who cannot travel to in-person retreats and stitchers who cannot get enough of stitching. That sounds like fun to me. Signups again, March 22nd. So keep your eye on their website, heartinhand.com. I also want to give you an email in case you have questions. I don't know what time it is yet. I don't know exactly the specifics. If you're going to get a kit in the mail. I know someone said, yeah, last year we got a kit in the mail. Maybe, I don't know. So, hello, here's the email. Hello at, the @ sign, friendstitch.com. I'll put that down below as well. Okay, let's talk about some finishes. I did get some finishes back from Pfeiffer. She's been doing a few of my finished cross stitches. I always like to ask you or tell you guys, what can you do with finished cross stitches? Once you finish something, what the heck do you do with it? Do you frame everything? I don't want to frame everything. I do a lot of ornaments, and you'll have to excuse me because I have a really painful arm right now. I just got an injection a few minutes ago and I have a little bit of a reaction to them. So anyway, I like to do ornaments. This is a tree that stays up all year. I do different themes on the tree. Hopefully it's not blurry. You can see it. So you can see I've done different ornaments. I've had them done. I've done some myself. And I like doing things you can hang. I like doing stand-ups. This is a stand-up fire station. I like doing little, right here are strawberries, little mini pillows. This is my tiered tray. It's got little pillows in it. So I like doing different things with cross stitch. So I like to show you guys different ideas of what you can do with your cross stitch. Instead of having it just sit in a drawer, my drawer is right over here filled with things that need to be finished. So this is by Prairie Schooler, and I'm going to show you the chart here, Woodland Santas. It is book number 96, and this is the one I did right here. I'm going to show him up close in just a minute, but here's the chart. And here he is up close. Now take a look at the deer. He's two-toned. There's two different tones here, and I just didn't want two-toned. I also didn't want a two-toned coat. For some reason, I wanted to change it, and I changed it to all one solid color. I get it, that's the inside of the coat. Usually it's a little darker inside, but for some reason, I just wanted it as one solid color, and I also brightened it up a little bit. And I also brightened up the green. I wanted just a little, maybe one shade brighter. So let me show you my finish. This is adorable. I mean, so cute. Here it is. So as you can see, he's a little brighter on the coat. I wanted the deer to be just one color. That's just what I prefer. You can always change your charts. Just because you have suggested colors doesn't mean, and I'm talking to the new cross stitchers that are on, watching the video. And you can always change color, you can change different things. So I'm going to show him up close so you can see detail. How cute is a little puppet sitting right here? And the little candy. See the little candy right there? The peppermint candy. Again, I changed the code. I believe it's 498. This is all DMC. How cute is that candle flame? I love the candle flame. I don't remember the other colors. The green 985, maybe. That's a popular one that I've used before. I just wanted a little bit brighter. So you can see, that he is just a tad bit brighter than, let me put this over here so you can, there's the puppet. You can see him a little bit better. He was in the shade. And he's very cute. So I'm real happy with this. I'm just super happy. So I cross-stitched this. This is all my finished piece right here. I sent my fabric piece to Pfeiffer, and she turned it into a little pillow with a cording hanger. So she has videos. She is the Twisted Stitcher on YouTube. She offers us free tutorials on how to fix our cross stitch into how to turn it into something really cute. Here's the backing fabric. It is perfect. Isn't that just pretty? And the cording is made from DMC. She has a tutorial not only on how to make a pillow, but a tutorial on how to attach and how to make this cording here. And that's my finish. There's the green that I wanted it all green. That's just how I wanted it. So very pretty. And Helen D also has tutorials on how to attach the cording. Both of them are fantastic finishers with really great instructions. But Vonna actually did this one, and I think she did an awesome job. So cute. But that candle is just, I love how the candle flame is in the wind, like kind of flying in the wind. So that's my finish that I want to show for today's video. And I'll show the little knots that she made to hold onto the cording, it's got like a little knot. There you go. It's a good picture right there. Anyway, I like showing you guys these things because maybe it'll give you an idea of something to turn your cross stitch into. Okay, I had a new start. If you can remember last video, I believe I talked about a challenge that I was going to do with another YouTuber, Colorado cross stitcher. Sheri had an idea. She does this every year where it's called Cross Stitch Camp. It's like you're going to camp, but you're really not. It's a challenge that pick something that you can start February 1st, or you can start at any time in February. If you can finish it within the month of February, you're entered to win a prize. So my choice, and there's a theme. Every year there's a theme. So the theme for this month, or I should say every month, the theme is stitch something with an animal. So here's what I chose. I chose Crochetta Go-Go. It's called, I'm going to put the board here. What is it called? The Little Bunny. Isn't he cute? Look at that big old carrot. Anyway, I started this when I was at the retreat. I just might have a finish for February. February. I'm super excited about this. It's going along good. As long as I did, oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm having a little bit of discomfort. I got his body done. That's the biggest part. And that's the part that took me the longest, was his body. So anyway, I really like him. I think he's adorable. Now I have not backstitched his whiskers. I haven't done any backstitching yet. There's a little bit, not much. I did do the backstitch at the end of the carrot right here. You can't see it that well, but it's little strands of carrot. And I think this is so pretty. So I'm doing this on 32 count Hemingway by Needle and Flax. My favorite fabric. 32 count with 2 strands. I always use 2 strands of thread. And I think he is just so cute. Look at that face. So now that the bigger part of the chart is done, now the rest is all downhill. It's going to go quick because I got him done. So anyway, Hemingway, DMC thread, and next time you see him, he'll be done. Let's talk about some works in progress. The next thing that I'm working on is Burr. I think this is out of print. I'm not sure about this, but this is a Mill Hill kit. I took this on the plane. I did get some progress while I was on the plane. I did have to rip out a couple things when I got on the plane. It's never fun to start a project on, anywhere when you've got an error and it needs to be ripped out. Normally, I'm the kind of person that will rip it out. That way it's ready for me when I pick it up the next time. I didn't do that this time. So I spent the first part ripping things out. And he is just so cute. So I don't know if this is still around. I don't think so. A lot of people have not been able to find this, but there's the name, B-R-R-R-R, Burr. And he's very cute. Again, Mill Hill kits come with perforated paper. You can always stitch them on fabric if you want to. And it comes with beads and the DMC thread. And here's my progress. Let's make sure he's the right way. Yeah. Here's my progress. He is coming out really cute. I was able to get a lot of his clothes done. I did the birds. These are all birds. I had a little bit of trouble kind of figuring out what that was. It's a bird. Another one here, and let's see. Yep, there's one on his shoulder that, oh, here he is. He's right here. I just haven't done his shoulder yet. So there we can see that's what it's going to look like. And that's the progress that I've got so far. Next time you see this, I will probably have the stitching part done and then I'll start beading. I did do a little bit of beads, the nose. Let's see if I can, there it is. You can see the beads on his nose. And I think that's all the beading I've done so far is just, yeah. Oh, no, I have some on his cheek. There's some beads right here on his cheek. But his nose is, there you got a good picture of his nose. So he's cute, and next time you see him, he'll have probably the stitching all done. The next one has been one I cannot put down. This is going to be a finish fairly soon. It's so much fun. I love the fabric. It is called Boo to You by Puntini Puntini. And this is just so much fun. I love the fabric. But if you're sensitive to smell, probably not a good idea if you don't want a strong coffee smell. You could probably rinse it, but I think you'll lose a lot of the effect of the fabric. And that's what it looks like. And here's the name, Puntini Puntini. I love a silhouette. That means that I can choose any fabric background that I want, as long as it's not black, and make it into, this whole thing has been a blast. I'm using black anchor thread, and here's my progress. That right there, look at that fabric. I'm going to pull it back so you can see the fabric. I show it every time. It is fantastic, but it does have a good strong coffee smell. It's called Witch Tina. I'm going to buy more of this. It's by Fairy Wool in the Woods. That's who made the fabric. I love the speckled look. But anyway, that's my progress so far, and I am so happy with that. I love a silhouette like this. I love doing monochromatic stitching. It's probably my favorite. And that fabric, though, is fantastic. 32 count, 2 threads, using anchor thread on a skein. 403, I think it is, for black. Anyway, that's progress on my second one. The next one is a fun one, and it is so different. It's so unique. It is called Beauty Spot Sampler by Long Dog Samplers. And I'm going to show you a picture because I don't have an actual paper one to show you. Take a look at this and notice that all the motifs are outlined in black. Very unusual, very colorful. It uses the DMC colors that you just wouldn't think you'd ever buy. We're talking bright, bright yellows, bright purples, bright pinks. So let me show you my progress. I got another motif done. This is so much fun to work on, and I'll show it up close in just a minute. So what I got done was the flower motif right here, that now you can see why the wasp is upside down. Because for a while I just had the wasp done, and you're kind of like, oh, well, he's just kind of hanging upside down. What's the reason? You know, now you can tell he's on a flower. So let me show you up close so you can really get some good light on these colors. Look at those bright colors. So much fun. The dodo bird took forever. The butterfly was so much fun. He's so beautiful. And then the mushrooms, and then the flower itself. Pretty colors. There is a light yellow in there along with the bright yellow. I don't know if it's showing that well, but there is like 2 different shades of yellow. I think one of them 745 DMC. So everything is DMC. This is 32 count using 2 threads. I use Seraphim fabric because I like this modeling. See the modeling up in here? And I'm using antique white by Seraphim Fabrics. I'm going to pull it back so you can kind of see the modeling really good at the top, up in here especially. Very fun project. The next one that I've been working on is a favorite. Lots of you messaged me and asked me about this, and it is truly one of my favorites. This is Jardin Privé Red Christmas, and it has all the like a bunch of different languages that say Merry Christmas. I think it's so beautiful. I am doing my own threads. It calls for 2 different reds, and it calls for gold. Now you can see the gold in the stars. I am actually using 1 thread that's variegated, DMC 115, which is a 2-toned red, variegated red. I'm probably going to do the stars as silver. I like silver sparkly, so I'm probably going to do treasure braid. I did get some treasure braid the other day from 123 Stitch. So anyway, all of this is just my favorite. I finally got to the word on the very top right where it says Fröhliche. That reminds me of my grandma. She used to say Fröhliche Weihnachten, which is Merry Christmas in German. And it reminds me of her. So anyway, here's my progress using the variegated red. And it is so much fun. I'm going to show it up close. Let me pull it a little tighter. There we go. And I got a lot of progress. So I got Fröhliche done, and I got the little motif to the left of that between the angel and that word, and it's just so fun. So let me show you up close so you can really see the variegation. See how some of the red is light and some is dark? You can really notice it right here. I love that variegated thread. I've mentioned in previous videos, people ask me all the time, well, how do you know with variegated thread, where do you start it if it's a light color, and you know, if you're at the lightest part of the thread and you pull off your next piece of thread and it's dark? I just start it. I don't care where it stops and starts. And that's what's given it such a great look, is because I don't care. It all blends together. So like I said, some parts I may have started with a really, like I don't know if I can lift this, but here's a good example. Down here is a dark, it was getting pretty dark. I started the next one above it very light. So I don't care where the color changes in the thread, starting and stopping my new thread piece. This is what it's going to look like. If you just, like I said, it doesn't matter where I'm at in the motif. I just start it where I want to, and this is what it comes out to look like. So very fun piece. And this is Red Christmas by Jardin Privé. Let me show, I don't think I showed this part up close. I think this is so pretty. Really, really pretty. But that is one of my favorite threads, DMC 115. The last thing that I worked on, and I also brought it with me to the retreat, Michelle and I just remember, did I insert the pictures of the retreat? I don't think I did. I'll show them at the end. But Michelle and I brought both of our One Nation projects so that we could take a picture together. I'll show the picture here. And we can show the progress together of the chart that we're working on. We started it the same day. We started on New Year's Eve, and we're really both enjoying this chart. This is One Nation by Bygone Stitches. There's the name. And the thing I love about it is the name of the states are all in the lines, the stripes of the flag. It's really pretty. I am using white. I'll show you my progress. I am using white B5200 DMC. The blue is variegated. Let me see if I can show you. See how some of it's light and some of it's dark? That is Wavy Navy by Classic Colorworks. And then here's the red. It is also variegated. It is Tulip by, I'm going to show it a little bit up close so you can see the variegation. It's called Tulip by, it's Belsois. It's a silk. And I just love it. I just love how it's coming out. The fabric is by Dames of the Needle, and the color is Mermaid Firewood. This color is gorgeous. This fabric, I'd like to try and get another larger cut and use it for some other projects because it's really, it's beautiful fabric. Mermaid's Firewood by Dames of the Needle. So anyway, that's my progress. I think it's coming out pretty good, and I'm really enjoying starting the names of the states. And I just love the picture with me and Michelle. That was just so much fun. Okay, let's talk about giveaways from the last video. I do have 4 winners, and I'm gonna name them off fairly quick. I use a random, what's it called, YouTube comment picker, and it goes through all the comments, it shuffles, and it picks a winner. So the very first giveaway was the cedar fabric, the color in cotton cedar. Gosh, that's so pretty. And the winner is F. Gel Rosa Strika Podcast. Congratulations, get a hold of me. The next giveaway is the 14 count lilac by, it doesn't say the name. Picture This Plus. It is gorgeous. Is that lilac not just so beautiful? The winner of the lilac Ada 14 count is Karen Marone 7103. Next we have the murky. Oh God, I love murky. This is a 28 count. These pieces aren't, these last 2 pieces are kind of small. So I would say for ornaments or a smaller project, really, really pretty. 28 count murky, Deidre Allen 78. And last but not least, I have a whole stack of stackables. The stackables came from the Fat Quarter Shop. I don't have all the months, but I'll sure as heck send you a whole bunch of them. I've got at least 7 or 6. Anyway, they're all different months. They are so cute, and they were from the Fat Quarter Shop. So you will receive the whole stack. The winner is Amy214 Designs. Send me an email, you guys, and I will send you your giveaways. Let's talk about a few things that I got while I was at the retreat, along with a few things that I've acquired along the way. My friend Beth, who is the Red Cross Stitcher on YouTube, she has tutorials, she talks cross stitch, quilting, sewing, fantastic friend, and a fantastic YouTuber as well. Beth was so kind and made me a drawstring bag. This bag is wonderful. I have a project already in it. Right now it's empty, but I love that it opens up nice and wide, and then it's so convenient to close. She is so talented. I would love to learn how to make these kind of bags, but this is one of the things that she gifted me while I was at the retreat. So pretty. The next thing that I got from Beth is, it came in so handy, I can't even tell you. I carried this bag with me. This bag right here, I got at a retreat in New Jersey. I think the lady has a Facebook group. I can't remember the name offhand, but anyway, I carried it. It's a good sized bag. But for some reason, my bag was spilling out. I had such a hard time with packing everything in my bag to take into the retreat with me. I had my lamp, I had my iPad, I had project bags. And do you know that Beth on day one gave me a new bag? Look at the size of this bag. It is just incredible. This came in so handy. Is that the most beautiful fabric? I don't know what type of fabric or the brand, but it is just gorgeous. And it's huge. Look at the size of this thing, just huge. It came in so handy, and so did the pocket, because I was able to put my room key, I put my phone. Oh, it's just such a great bag. And she also made, oh, inside, I just remembered, she made me a crochet hook holder. So much fun. So I can put my crochet hooks down in here. What's funny is the holder that I have right now, they're always spilling out. They always fall out on me. This is handy. So thank you so much, Beth. I can't even tell you how handy and how convenient that bag came in at the perfect time. Barefoot Needleart, the host of the retreat, also gave us a bag, which I was able to put my cross stitch projects in and take home with me. And this is a great bag. How fun. What a great bag. So this is what we were gifted at the retreat. It is another bag that's really good size. And again, it came in handy because I put all of my cross stitch projects in the bag so that I can take with me on the plane. Okay, what are some things that I actually brought home from the retreat? What are some things that I have purchased? And I haven't purchased a lot, but I do want to show a few charts that I have on the agenda coming up. I've got my eye on. So let me show you a few things that I did buy. One of the things I bought was this project bag that reminds me so much of my dad. And I mean, seriously, my dad, it was a fisherman. He loved to fish. So did I. I love to fish. And I love this bag. It's full of fish. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it because this is a bag my dad would have loved to have. He was not a fly fisherman, but he was interested in it. But I just love this so much. He loved ocean fishing. He loved freshwater. He loved everything. So anyway, I bought this bag for me. I might have possibly bought you guys a bag. Stay tuned. I saw some sulky thread that I thought was so beautiful. And I told myself, wouldn't this be a gorgeous color on black? Now, I don't know. Oh, there it does come out pretty good. It's a variegated thread. It's got some golds. It's got some darker browns. It's not gold, copper. Very pretty copper sulky thread. So I ended up buying 4 of them in case I have a project on. I would love to do it on black. I think that would look amazingly beautiful. Just really pretty. That really shows good on the camera, the variegation. Lots of copper. That's a better word, copper. Let's see if I can see the name, see if I can see what number it is. Okay, I do see at the very top, 4011, 12 weight petite. That is a good picture right there. Anyway, I thought that would look really pretty on black. Some other charts that I got while I was at the retreat, Michelle McGraw gave me, if you watched, it wasn't her last video, the one before that, her giant snowman. Oh my God, he's amazing. He's like a doorstop. She gave me her chart. This is by Thistles. Look at all that stitching she did. It's just incredible. And it's called the 1813 Snow Stop by Thistles. So she gave me her chart. She also gave me the chart called Love Angels Holy Night by Hinzite. That is so pretty. And then another one she gave me is called Homespun. It's by Homespun Collectibles. I don't see a name on this one, but that's cute. Very cute. The last one that she gave me is by Creative Poppy. She got it on Creative Poppy, and I'm gonna have to show you the name of it. And it's called Baby at the Zoo. Oh my God, that is adorable. I need to start that ASAP. That is so cute. I love this. I've never seen this one before. So that's the name of it. And it was located on Creative Poppy. Very fun. And she also gifted me a gift bag with a pair of scissors. Look at this gift bag. I mean, project bag. He's so pretty. Look at them. What a gorgeous bag by Goose Designs. That's the back. Goose Designs is located on Etsy, but wow, the colors of that fabric. A pair of scissors. Okay, here's a couple things that I actually bought at Barefoot Needleart. No, I take it back. Beth gave me, usually people will bring charts that they no longer want, and they put it on the, like the free-for-all table. There's a table we can all dig through and pick whatever we want to take home. So Beth, I believe it was her that gave me Birdie by Satsuma Street. Isn't he beautiful? What a gorgeous chart. Satsuma Street also has on Etsy. She gave me Holiday Magic. It's a punch needle. I love punch needle. That's something that I want to finish some of my projects coming up soon. And the last one, oh, this was from Barefoot Needleart. It's a kit, Friends and Stars by Erica Michaels, which I think is coming out at market. We got it a little bit early, and it did come with finishing fabric and thread. Isn't that just so pretty? Good friends. Good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they are always there. That is so true. Okay, next I got my monthly Color and Cotton 32 count that I get every month. Is that not a gorgeous shade of green? That is so beautiful. I am really enjoying this Fabric of the Month Club by Color and Cotton. So pretty. A couple other things that I got. This is what I bought at Barefoot Needleart. It's called Summer at the Shore by Cottage Garden Samplings. I saw the model. They had two models on the wall. One of them was a bigger count fabric and one was a small count fabric. It was adorable. I have to admit, I saw the chart come out. I thought, oh, that's really pretty. That's so pretty. But did I buy it? No. This was back then when it first came out. I thought, no, I'm not going to get it. When I saw the models, it was gorgeous. The water, his wing is gorgeous. So yeah, definitely want to stitch this up. It was so pretty. And it was just so fun to see one bigger one and one smaller one model. Okay, I got my threads arrived from Owl Forest Designs. If you remember, I had bought two charts. Now, for the life of me, I can't think of the name of it. I'm going to show one of them here, and then I'll show the next one. But I did receive the threads in the mail. Let's see, it doesn't say on here which one. I better write it down before I forget. But those two charts I just showed, oh, here it is. Raven Sampler is one of them. The other one is called Bluebirds. So here's the threads that arrived. They are gorgeous. Owl Forest embroidery, and they're gorgeous threads. So pretty. Beautiful blue. I did get fabric, and my favorite Needle and Flax Hemingway. I do a lot with that. I did get a full yard of that from Needle and Flax. I also got a full yard of Dirty Teacup. I don't know, let's see. I don't know if you, yeah, there you go. You can see it through the paper. It's really beautiful. So I got that, and I got my favorite Hemingway fabric. I got Kris Kringle, another model that I saw at Barefoot Needlearts. It's by Twin Peak Primitives. This is another chart, another example where I looked at it and I said, oh, that's pretty, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it. Oh my gosh, I saw the model and I bought it. Bought it right away. It was gorgeous. Twin Peak Primitives, Kris Kringle. I bought another one through, I think it was 123 Stitch. It's called Natali in Sita, like city, Christmas in the City maybe? I saw this on somebody's YouTube channel. Let me see if I can open it. That's a better look. Oh, that is just so pretty. You know what would be fun is to do them individually as strips. You don't have to do a whole big thing. Wouldn't it be fun to do one strip, make it into a drum? Or do these individual, like right here, you could do this one. You could do this one individual, or you could sure as heck do the whole thing. I think that would make an amazing drum, this strip right here. That is so beautiful. So that's another one I got. Okay, another thing, let's show a few things that I've got my eye on to start or something in the near future, a few charts that I pulled out. Now, I am going to the Queen City Stitch Retreat in Charlotte. I think it's the 3rd week of October, and the guest there is going to be Autumn Lane Stitchery. Now, I have a lot of their charts, but I've never started anything of theirs. I decided to go ahead and start a chart. I haven't started it yet. I'm waiting for the threads to come in from 123 Stitch, and this is the one that I chose. That is so me right there. I love Halloween. I love spooky. That is beautiful. It's called Tonight We Ride. So I want to be able to work on an Autumn Lane Stitchery while I'm there. I don't always do that. If there's a guest designer there, I'll just stitch pretty much what I want, but I do sometimes like to bring something, and I have loved this chart since I first saw it. So it's called Tonight We Ride by Autumn Lane Stitchery. So I will be starting that. I found the perfect fabric. I had it in my stash, so I didn't have to buy any new fabric. It's one of my monthly Color and Cotton fabrics, and I'm gonna do it on this. It's got a little bit of dark modeling in it. It's perfect, and I think that's going to be just so perfect for this chart. So this is going to get started as soon as the threads arrive from 123 Stitch. They may even come today, so that's going to get started soon. The other contender for an Autumn Lane Stitchery that I wanted to start, and it was close because I love this creepy chart. I love it. And that's this one. Let me take it out of the plastic. This was the contender for the other possibility that I wanted to start. I love how creepy it is that she's floating. I love her face. Everything about this is just so awesome. This is called The Collectors, and it's Autumn Lane Stitchery. Here's the name. But anyway, that was the next one that I wanted to start. It's not going to get started because I want to start the other one. But that was a possibility. Now, what are some other things that I have in mind after I finish? I'm going to be done pretty soon with a couple of samplers. And I thought, you know what? I'm kind of feeling samplers lately. I watched Stitching Faye on YouTube. Wow. Her stitching blows me away. If you ever get the chance, watch Heidi of Stitching Faye, because she will blow you away with her progress and her beautiful projects. But she showed a bunch of samplers, and I thought, gosh, I'm starting to feel like I want to work on samplers again. So one of the things that I got at a retreat that was fully kitted was Anne Campion 1845. That's a possibility. I've seen it finished. It's beautiful. It was kitted. I might go a little darker because, you know, me and my Hemingway fabric, I already have Hemingway, but this is what they charted it with. A little bit lighter, which is going to be beautiful. But I think I might go a little darker. There's the colors. I thought it was a solid black stitch, but it looks like there are a few little colors in there. So that's a possibility. That is by Hands Across the Sea. And then the other possibility is Whilst Iris Naps. It's Eliza Stone. This is another one I really like. Samplers kind of have to speak to me. I can't just like pick one and stitch it. It's got to have something that kind of, you know, kind of speaks to me a little bit. This was a special chart. She was raising awareness and funds for breast cancer research, so absolutely. And I really like the sampler, so that's one that I might start. It is Eliza Stone 1881 by Whilst Iris Naps. Possibility for the future soon. Now here's one I'm not going to start until I finish my other Brenda Keys. I have a sampler called I Went to Church sampler that I love. I'm doing a stitch along with a friend of mine. And this is also by the sampler company, designed by Brenda Keys. How gorgeous. Let's take this out too. How gorgeous is that chart? I would like it to do it in a very, very, very dark blue, almost like a black blue or like a purple black, like a really dark color like that. And I like the cream color fabric that it's on. This one is called Scottish House Sampler. Just wow on that. I think that's beautiful. Next one I have on my list that I saw Beth, the Red Cross Stitcher, stitch. She used a conversion. She didn't go with the called for threads. She used Lori Holt's thread conversion and this is called the Milk and Cream Company. Another one. Let me take this out. This is another one that I looked at the chart and thought, you know, it's cute, but I wouldn't buy it or stitch it. oh my gosh, until I saw it stitched, absolutely beautiful. The Milk and Cream Company. This is by Plum Street Samplers. Absolutely adorable. Okay, let's show a couple more. This one's really thick and I'm having trouble with my arm again, so it's kind of hard for me to take it out. But this is called Live on Little by Plum Street Samplers. That is massive. Those houses, and look at the ocean. How crazy. I think it's pretty. Is it going to get started? No, not right now, but it's on my list. Live on Little by Plum Street Samplers. This is one I need to figure it out because I looked at the chart and I love the chart. It's actually coming out at market. I got it at the UK retreat just recently when I was there in September. It is by Cross Stitch Antiques, and it's called Annie Matilda Moss. This is another one that speaks to me. I really like it. There's something about the chart that I have to figure out though, because part of it's missing, but she has it in the back. I got to figure that out. I'm not good at figuring charts out, so we'll see, but that's another one. Anyway, this is available at market. It just came out for everybody. Very pretty. Cross Stitch Antiques. I've been so fortunate to meet Kathleen from Cross Stitch Antiques. I saw her in London, or in Swindon. I saw her at the attic many times. She is wonderful. One of the kindest people I think I've ever met. So that's on my list. How about a couple more that I'm looking at that I think is just so cute? This is Sophie Kane, 1880 by Hands Across the Sea. That's one that I like, but I'm not going to start it because I already have red samplers going, but she's pretty. And the other one that I like, it's two-toned, and that's what I like. It's called Matilda, and it's by Hands Across the Sea. That's another one I'm feeling. I really like this one. Okay, two more, and this is three more. Sarah Howarth, 1835 by Hands Across the Sea. I like the temple. Is it a temple or a house? I don't have my glasses, so I can't really read it, but wow, that is so beautiful. That's another one on my list, Hands Across the Sea, and here's the name. That right there is so pretty. I love going through charts. Don't you just love looking at charts? I think it's so fun. Okay, here's one that's now available at market that I bought quite some time ago. It was an exclusive through kittenstitcher.com, Shakespeare's Peddler, and Plum Street Designs collaborated and did this one, and it's called Stars and Stripes. I have had my eye on this one for a while, and I really want to start that one, but that is a massive one. But this is now going to be available in March to everybody. Actually, it might even be on kittenstitcher.com, her website. So check it out, Stars and Stripes. I've got my eye on that one. Okay, last one. This one I got at a retreat. I do not think it's available, but Claudia from Dutch Treat Designs gifted us the Red Bunny sampler. That's on my list soon. Once I finish one of my smaller red samplers, this will be next. That is so cute. And it looks like she took it maybe from the middle of this monster. Look at that beautiful thing. It's a Bristol Orphanage sampler. I mentioned in previous videos I got to actually see the Bristol Orphanage Museum in Bristol, the United Kingdom, and I got to see that in September. It was so fun. But it looks like she took this right here. How awesome is that? See, that's what I mean. You can take little things out of charts and make them into the most adorable charts or projects. So anyway, let's see. I think that's all I'm going to show for now as far as things that I've bought, things that I've got my eye on. I do want to mention some new releases. Let's show two new releases. Now, these are not market releases. These are out now. Hands Across the Sea, M. Nenquin, 1872. Nicola just released this one. I think it's interesting, the style at the bottom and the colors. I think it's so pretty. The next one I want to show is Cliffside Stitches. It's the Croatian sampler. Cliffside Stitches is on Etsy. Okay, I think that's going to be it. I do have giveaways, so stay tuned just a few more minutes. More than anything else, I want to say thank you for buying me a coffee. There is a link down in my notes down below. It goes towards giveaways, shipping costs. Everything you guys donate to the Buy Me a Coffee goes back to you. Just so you know, I love giveaways. I love being able to send you things. So thank you to those who donated. I appreciate that. Okay, let's talk about what kind of giveaways I have for this video. I have two. I have 32 count Picture This Plus Dapple. It is a good piece, a good cut. It's like 18 by 27, I think it said. That is gorgeous. That is so beautiful. So if you're interested in this one, you're going to put Dapple, D as in David, A-P-P-L-E. It is 32 count. It's by Picture This Plus, and I would be more than happy to send it to you. So you need to be at least 18 years old for these giveaways. And you also have to tell me where you live as far as city or state or country. Reason being, I've had people that are claiming giveaways that aren't the real people. So when you put your down in the notes down below my YouTube channel, put I'm interested in the fabric, Dapple. Put I'm interested in the Dapple fabric. You can also put 32 because I'll search by that. 32 or Dapple. And just tell me you're interested in that fabric. So what's been happening sometimes with other people as well, other YouTubers, we get an email that says, oh, I won your fabric. Please send it to this address. But the person in the comment, it's not the real person because you've told me you're from France. You've told me you're from New York. So when I see the person that emails me and they've got an address in, say, Washington, I know they're not real. I know they're not the real winner. That's how I'm matching it. So you have to be 18. Tell me in comments that you're interested in the fabric and put where you live. The state, don't put your address. State, city, country is fine. The next thing I have is gorgeous. And I'm a little late. I know I'm a little late to the party. This is so pretty. I saw this project bag at Barefoot Needleart and I grabbed it. Oh my God, that's so pretty. It does not say Valentine's on it, so you can use it anytime. It's just something for projects with whatever you want to use it for. But how beautiful is this fabric? Oh my God, that's a beautiful bag. It's a good size bag. You can see it's a large enough bag to hold probably some Q-snaps and hoops. And anyway, if you're interested, I'm interested in the project bag. This is from Barefoot Needlearts and it comes with a little foot from Barefoot Needlearts. They did an awesome job in these bags. They're beautiful, beautiful bags. So those are the two giveaways for this fabric called Dapple project bags. Just put in the notes below. Let's talk about plans real quick. What do I have planned? March is coming up. I plan on starting the Autumn Lane Stitchery. Tonight we ride. I'm going to continue on a couple other projects like the bunny. I'm hoping to get him done by February, the end of February. That's my goal. And start another small. You know, I'm doing 24. Me and my friends in the UK. One friend in the UK, one in Germany, one in the Netherlands. We all decided, hey, let's try and challenge ourselves. Let's do 24 finishes for 2024. Could be smalls. It could be a new start finish. Let's get some finishes done in 2024. So that's our goal. We're going to try and do 24 of them this year. And if I finish the bunny, that's finish number 3. I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to do it. So anyway, that's my plans. And I'm also going to start the Autumn Lane Stitchery. That's it for this YouTube video. Thank you for joining me and I will see you next time. Bye everybody.